Hi, my name is Mary. Today FM plays the best music in Lambasa. Today FM rocks.
My name is Thomas. I'm here in Nakasi and I like to listen to Today FM because it rocks.
My name is Milenia. Today FM rocks here in Singapour.
My name is Alfriti and Today FM rocks here in Tavua.
My name is Mary Jane. I love listening to Today FM here in Ba. Today FM rocks.
My name is Ilaiti Ambal and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks here in Osur.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In the news tonight, electricity rip-offs shocking. New Zealand Deputy PM promises improved relations. And FNPF searching for defunct companies in default.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Spate.
Electricity Fiji Limited will disconnect any illegal electricity connections because they are not permitted and deemed unsafe. EFL is aware illegal connections are common in informal settlements as people tend to use extension cords to share electricity. Kelly Vavala reports.
Electricity Fiji Limited says sharing electricity is a hazard and can lead to fatalities. In an email response, they say they're aware of some EFL account holders in or around informal settlements who have been providing or selling electricity to other neighboring dwellers who are not connected to the EFL grid using extension cords. This is not permitted, it's illegal and unsafe. Where identified, they will disconnect all illegal connections. Some residents from various quarter settlements in Suva have revealed they pay an unbelievable amount of money to those who supply power in the area.
In this area, the well-off people actually supply electricity to those who don't have power. They can connect to almost 30 people at once during the night, and the households who use this power pay almost $20 a night. At the end of the week, it's like $80.
Another resident says the practice of sharing has become a business.
When EFL officers come to the area, they can't see the extension cords from house to house simply because it's underground. Those supplying electricity put the extension cords in pipelines and are connected underground. But people with decent salary who shouldn't be living here are carrying this out.
EFL says they discourage any illegal electricity connection. EFL teams visit informal settlements to read meters, repair faults and install new meters as and when required. It is illegal and unsafe to sell electricity to other residents via extension cords. EFL says it continues to maintain a power supply that is consistent with the required standards of safety, security and quality. Kelly Badala, FBC News.
Re-evaluating relationship with Fiji is the main focus of New Zealand's Deputy Prime Minister Winston Peters' visit to the country. Fruitful discussions and stronger partnership are expected by the end of his visit. Ana Ravulo has more.
As any visit from our Pacific neighbours, expectations are always high. New Zealand Deputy Prime Minister says his visit will not only look at the interests of the two countries.
We are talking about a very expanded partnership going into the future, understanding that it's just not the interests of PG that we're talking about, or the interests of New Zealand we're talking about, but indeed our whole neighbourhood.
With that in mind, New Zealand is also taking into account Fiji's concerns.
Those things that Fiji is concerned about, whether it be their economy, whether it be the health system, whether it be like us, the tsunami of health problems we've got coming, unless we do something about it.
One thing is for sure is that a lot of work needs to be done in the region.
Everywhere look, there's work to be done. But we hope by the end of today to put out a statement of what our discussions entailed. Otherwise, we'll be in danger of jumping the gun before we've even consulted with some people, and we're not going to make that mistake.
Winston Peters will depart for Kiribati tomorrow. Ana Ravulo, FBC News.
Ana Ravulo has been following the visit closely. Ana, the Deputy Prime Minister had an eventful day. What else transpired from this visit?
Jackie, it has definitely been an eventful day for New Zealand's Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Foreign Affairs, Winston Peters. Now, Peters made a courtesy call to the President, Chochi Konroti, this morning, followed by meetings with the Attorney General and Minister for Foreign Affairs and Defence, Inia Siruratu. Now, one of the interesting things Peters mentioned at the press conference this afternoon is that they are pleased to have Fiji back at the Pacific Islands Forum after more than a decade, and Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama will be attending this forum. Now, Peters says that they need to put the past behind them because the challenges and demands we face screams for attention now. Peters will depart our country for Kiribati and Tarawa tomorrow before heading back to New Zealand. Fiji. Jackie.
Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama and Australian Foreign Minister Payne have recounted the visit to Fiji by the Australian Prime Minister. During a meeting in Geneva, the two assessed the commitments made at the conclusion of the Australian PM's visit, which included areas of security, trade and investment, peacekeeping, health, education, people-to-people exchanges and labour mobility. Bainimarama thanked the Australian government for personally taking up Fiji's request with the United Nations to maintain Fiji's peacekeeping presence in the Middle East. Fiji is now the Vice President of the UN Human Rights Council, and Bainimarama says we would like to learn from Australia's experiences and collaborate closely in advancing issues of importance to the Pacific region. Prime Minister Chosai Voreqe Bainimarama met the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights in Geneva. The High Commissioner congratulated Fiji on its inclusion into the UNHRC. Bainimarama gave his reassurance that as a first Pacific Island Nation Council member, she can count on Fiji's support towards the work of the Council and its initiatives on climate change, environment and internally displaced persons. During the meet, Bainimarama also took the opportunity to share best practices and initiatives undertaken domestically to demonstrate Fiji's unwavering support towards the protection of human rights. The Prime Minister is in Geneva to attend the 40th session of the UN Human Rights Council. The Fiji National Provident Fund has today revealed that they are still trying to recover unpaid contribution from companies which no longer exist. During a media briefing today, the Chief Executive highlighted that the total outstanding debt currently stands at $9.5 million. This includes $4.75 million from previous financial years. Pranita Prakash has more.
Unpaid contribution remains a concern for the Fiji National Provident Fund.
Some of the old companies, Amanuka is one example, where the company is no longer there but still owe debt to us. Yeah? So there's a process that we will take to just to pursue the directors personally.
FNPF is strengthening its compliance to recover unpaid contributions.
In the past, most of our time, because it was all manual, a lot of the work was just manual processing of contribution forms, manual postings. So all that work is now done electronically. So it frees up resources for us to do a lot more compliance.
Meanwhile, the fund is also calling on employees to keep tabs on their contributions.
If you leave it late, chances of recovery is low. Obviously, we've got the support of the law through our legislation. We can take the employer to court.
74 employers have been taken to court and the fund recovered $1.7 million in outstanding contributions through legal proceedings last year. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
Still to come, Suva magistrate dismisses Rumbuka case. And Fiji certified a sustainable fishery. Details after the break.
Nambula FM, nambando ay nasere.
Hoya uvasit sai sa Ilambasa, ya ndo talita ina warong Nambula FM nambando ay nasere.
Guya do tumeli ako na tao no hinga toka. Talita kina na warong Nambula FM, nambando ay nasere.
Wana tunga Nambula FM, nambando ay nasere nambuan.
Na vengo fani na tao nengo singa toka. Kita ndo talita ka Nambula FM, nambando ay nasere.
Bula FM, nambando ay nasere.
Opposition leader Sitiveni Rumbuka's case was dismissed by the Suva Magistrates Court today. FICAC filed an application to discontinue Rumbuka's case in which he was alleged to have interfered with a FICAC witness. Rumbuka had been charged with one count of breach of bail conditions. He had been alleged to have approached and interfered with a witness connected with a previous charge. Violating was a condition imposed by the court. Rumbuka had a few words to say.
and relieve the capital workers.
More Fijians in Vanua-Levu now have access to electricity. Today, Minister for Infrastructure and Transport Choneo Somate commissioned the Nakanavangi, Vunivangi, Namatakitu, Nangarningoli and Dongianga grid extension project in Riketi. Eleanor Tarangai has the details.
Over 250 individuals in 4 informal settlements in Riketi now have access to 24/7 electricity supply.
We are witnessing the benefits, especially for our children when they study at night. Before we were using kerosene lanterns. As well, it is also helping small income generating projects in the village like tailoring.
Commissioning the project, Minister for Infrastructure and Transport Choneo Somate says connection to the grid brings an entirely new level of reliability and affordability.
Businesses that normally close its doors at sunset can now provide service to the community late in the evening. Students who had to close books early in the evening can study late into the night. Mothers who previously had limited hours to weave or sew clothes for family sustenance can now work late into the night. And similarly for dads, they can now do additional work in the family backyard late into the evening and not just drink grog.
Over the past 5 years, around 25,000 Fijian households have felt the benefits of rural electrification.
96% of everybody in Fiji has access to some form of electricity. This has been a remarkable and a good achievement.
The Nakanavangi, Vunivangi, Namatakitu, Nangarningoli and Dongianga grid extension project is a continuation of the Riketi grid extension that government and the EFL had commissioned in 2015 at a cost of $14.3 million. Eleanor Tarangai, FBC News.
The Fiji Revenue and Customs Service has made an application in the High Court to seize and sell the yacht belonging to Australian national John Nikolic, who is facing drug charges. Nikolic is charged with 2 counts each of importing an illicit drug and 2 alternative counts of possessing an illicit drug. He was charged after drugs, cash, arms and ammunition were found on board his yacht The Shenanigans in Nandi last year. FBC News has been reliably informed that the yacht is in detention at present. A local tuna fishery has earned international recognition as the first longline tuna fishery in the world to be certified. Fisheries Minister Semi Koroilavisau has confirmed the fishery has been certified sustainable under the Marine Stewardship Council certification for sustainability in 2012 and again in 2018. Savara Tambor reports.
The MSC certification gives international consumers in markets like Japan, the USA, New Zealand and Australia confidence that our tuna has been sourced from healthy, well-managed tuna stocks.
While recognizing that Fiji is at the end trail of the migrating tuna stocks, there is a growing international demand to responsibly harvest tuna. In saying that, addressing the issue of bycatch is an important to any fishing nation.
Koroilavisau says the offshore fishing sector has been the driver of Fiji's fishery economy with its long-line fleet worth around US $60 billion annually. Meanwhile, the Fiji Maritime Academy says out of 46 applicants who applied, 15 have been awarded with a New Zealand offshore fishing skipper scholarship.
At the end of this training, the offshore fishing skipper certificate of competency holder will allow them to be a skipper or captain on a ship, a fishing vessel of more than 24 meters in length, operating in unlimited waters.
Fiji Maritime Academy, in partnership with the WWF and the Fisheries Ministry, has embarked on a project to ensure that Fiji's tuna sector continues to enhance its reputation globally. Sawira Tambua, FBC News.
The Fiji Broadcasting Corporation today launched the Bull FM's Drechia Melem or Pull to Win competition in Suva. The competition, in partnership with Carpenters Motors, will give away a brand new Hyundai Tucson family SUV worth $63,000. Program Director Salinieta Veilawa says the competition will start from March 18th.
The participants will be required to stand, pull the coconut senet or mangi-mangi, which will be tied to the ram where the car will be parked on, with a 20-minute break in every 4 hours for the first phase. After the first break, they will be required to take a full body squat and pull the coconut sennet or mangi mangi for the second phase for 4 hours before the next break.
Coming up in sports later with Jamie, Perry Baker ruled out of USA 7 squad for the tournament this weekend. But first, Kelly is here now with business.
Thanks, Jackie. Good evening, and coming up after the break. Young people opt for FNPF membership. And in growing Fiji, some happy, some sad, and new Namaka market. Stay with us.
Voila, I am Eleanor. For the best classic hits, I only listen to Gold FM here in Singatoka. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Seni Rawa. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Dino. I'm from Outrigger, Koroko, Singatoka. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Salote. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, my name is Marida. Gold FM plays the best classics here in Outrigger, Singatoka.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Leading business tonight, 121 miners have registered with the FNPF's Miner Voluntary Scheme since its launch earlier this month. Under this scheme, children as young as 6 can have an account with the superannuation. During a media briefing today, FNPF General Manager Business Transformation, Millie Low, highlighted that the aim is to enhance the culture of saving. FNPF's next target will be domestic workers, taxi drivers and the informal sector.
This financial year, the target was not really about getting in the numbers. For us, we wanted to understand the type of people that would buy into such a product, and we wanted to study their behavior about the consistency of contributions.
We now join Sharon with the latest from the money world.
In the Forex market, the US dollar remained near a 3-week low today. This came in after Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell reiterated that the central bank would stay patient on monetary policy. Powell said that rising risk and recent soft data were unlikely to prevent solid growth for the US economy this year, but the Fed would remain patient on its decision on further interest rate hikes. Meanwhile, the Australian dollar was up for the 4th straight session. Risk appetite is now a key incentive in the market, and currencies like the Aussie benefit the most. Global equities too have performed strongly this week, mainly being driven by improving risk sentiment among ongoing trade talks. And that's all the latest from HFC Bank for now. Vinaka.
The Fijian dollar showed gains against the Chinese yuan, the US greenback and the PNG kina today. However, it slipped slightly against the Kiwi and the Aussie dollars, the euro and the yen. Taking a look at the commodities market, oil was on the rise at $56 per barrel, gold was steady at $1,329 an ounce, and silver closed at $15.91 per ounce. In growing Fiji, the construction of the new Namaka market has seen mixed reactions from the vendors. With vendors now occupying the new space, some have raised issues to be addressed with the new complex, while others are happy with the facility. Philip Castle has more.
The $4.79 million Namaka market opened its doors to vendors last week following the completion of the first phase.
Yeah, I'm very happy and proud of this market. And some of the issues here, we know it. But we have not any problem with Fish Council.
I'm happy here, yeah. But some small problems here, it will be okay. Yeah, council tell me yes. Council tell us that everything is slowly, it will be okay.
So at least at last we are moving in a new building. Only some of the issues has to be improved.
However, some vendors have raised issues regarding the market, claiming it's an OHS issue.
Myself, I'm selling root crops and vegetables. No, it's not enough for me in that stall.
Unfortunately, before you build anything, the consultations should happen. Unfortunately, it did not happen.
Each florist are given just one stall each, and it's been congested.
These issues have also been raised to the Nadi Town Council.
The executive have to work with the town council. Even the town council have weakness, we can solve that problem. even the vendors, they got weakness, we can solve that problem.
In an email, the Nandi Town Council's Special Administrator Robin Ali says that the situation at the Namaka market will be closely monitored and any issues raised will be addressed promptly. Felipe Naikaso, FBC News.
And that's a wrap from the business desk for tonight. Jamie joins you now with all the very latest in sports.
Thanks and good evening in sports tonight. Former Manchester United player in Fiji for Football Awards. And Fiji Sevens preparations on track for Vegas tournament. This and more coming up.
Hi, I'm Jyotishma. I'm from Singatoka. I love listening to Mirchi FM. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM is #1.
I'm Charlene Robert. Mirchi FM rocks in Lambasa.
I'm Soname Nasori Jackson. Mirchi FM is hot.
My name is Raymond Dutt. I'm in Baba Singh Alliance. Mirchi FM is hot in Lambasa.
I'm Pritika from Jax Nasori. I love listening to Mirchi FM here in Nasori. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Former Manchester United and France football player Mikael Silvestre received a traditional welcome upon arrival into Nandi this afternoon. The now retired football star will be the guest speaker at the Fiji Football Association's awards night on Saturday. Vashnil Prasad with this report.
The first taste of the Fijian culture, Mikael Silvestre prepares himself to explore his newest stop for the next 5 days.
Discover Fiji. Fiji people, Fiji football, Fiji culture, and as soon as we arrived, the ceremony was fantastic, and it's already a good adventure that just started with you. So thank you very much.
Silvestre, who has represented France and top clubs like Manchester United plus Arsenal, was amazed with the reception upon arrival.
I'm really looking forward to the few days and especially the award ceremony. So I will be able to witness the talent on and off the field, and also try to understand how the football works in Fiji.
Fiji FA President Rajesh Patel has ensured his trip to Fiji will be a memorable one.
We've got a big program for you. We'll let you relax today and everything, but then we've got something planned for you. But hope you enjoy the sunny islands of Fiji. You'll love the beaches and everything and all those things. Do enjoy yourself and make it a fun trip for football and everything for you. Thank you.
Well, if you are a Manchester United or France fan, it's a great opportunity to meet such a high-profile player who has lifted so many trophies in his career. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
And our West reporter Felipe Naikaso joins us now live from the Sofitel Resort in Nandi. He's managed to get Mikael Silvestre over for a few comments. Felipe.
Yes, Jamie, I'm here with the former Manchester United and France football player, Mikael Silvestre. Sir, welcome to Fiji.
Thank you very much. Bula.
I understand you just arrived into the country just around 3 p.m. this afternoon. Since then until now, how has your stay been like here in Fiji, sir?
So far, so good. I've had a fantastic welcome, you know, with the warrior ceremony. We had a little bit of kava with the officials and the president of the federation. And yeah, so far so good.
So just talking about Fiji football and also football in the Pacific. Just a perspective, sir, in relation to this football here in Fiji and the Pacific.
Yeah, it's absolutely new to me, but I've had a few discussions already with the national team coach, and he's brought a lot of professionalism into the setup here in Fiji. So hopefully we'll have more backup from the officials to continue his good work with the young players, men and women.
Mikael, you know, you would have known that there's a lot of Manchester United and also French football fans here in Fiji. Just a message to these fans since you're here.
Yeah, I've met a few fans already at the airport, so I feel honored. It's a pleasure to meet you guys, and hopefully I will have more time to spend some memories with you and to talk about the current team, which is doing well at the moment.
Thank you very much, sir, and I hope you enjoy that Bulla spirit that we have here in Fiji.
I'm sure I will. Thank you very much.
Jamie.
Fiji Airways men's sevens coach Gareth Baber has indicated the team is on track for the Las Vegas tournament, which kicks off on Saturday. The national team had a hit-out session with France earlier today, where Baber tested player combinations in a few areas. Vashnil Prasad has more.
With only 2 days remaining, Fiji Sevens coach Gareth Baber has given his thumbs up for the tournament in the weekend.
Highlighted some areas of the game that we want to focus on. So at this stage on the Tuesday, as it is here before the weekend, you know, we feel that we're in a good position, having worked on some elements of our game which we want to see come into the games on the weekend, and have created a focus on what the week needs to look like.
Baber is impressed with the way the players are responding during the training sessions.
I've often talked about consistency. You get consistency, in my opinion, when you are able to reproduce behaviours and mental processes on a daily basis. And then when you get to a stage where you're put under pressure, you fall back on that training. You make sure that that training is as tough as it possibly can be.
The national team has been working on their lineouts, kickoffs and scrums in their bid to win the Las Vegas title.
Once I look to put in the game, we generally have a good deal of physicality. People would often say that if you've got a narrower pitch, then a more power-based game comes into it.
Fiji is pooled with Scotland, Wales and Australia in the tournament. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
Still recovering from injury, USA Sevens speedster Perry Baker will miss the Las Vegas and Vancouver tournaments with the hope of returning to the series in April. Despite the setback, coach Mike Friday has named a powerful team featuring the likes of regular skipper Madison Hughes, Danny Barrett and Carla Niles. Kevin Williams is returning to the side after recovering from an injury earlier this month. The USA, who have played in all 4 finals of the World Rugby Series so far, are pooled with France, Argentina and Canada for the Vegas tournament. Nandi Rugby today received some huge backing from sponsors JAXA Fiji, Tourist Transport Fiji and Number One Currency Fiji ahead of the Skipper Cup competition. The sponsorship deal of more than $100,000 in equipment and cash has been hailed a major boost for the Skipper Cup campaign.
Identifying our weaknesses and identifying our strengths, so we can move Nandi Rugby to another level.
Australian boxing trainer Johnny Lewis is back in the country to assist the development of the sport in Fiji, and this time he's brought some extra help. Lewis is accompanied by 2 elite Australian female boxers to assist in the Team One Dream initiative alongside Fijian boxer Winston Hill that's aimed at attracting more women to the sport. Melita Vanga has more.
There's a high demand for women boxers in the country, part of why the Fiji Boxing Commission has invited John Lewis over.
We've brought over 2 of Australia's elite women boxers. Hopefully they can lighten up the chances of Fiji introducing women to the boxing. Looking forward to that. And once again to link up with Winston Hill.
20-year-old Commonwealth Games bronze medalist Taylor Robertson is sending a message to women who are interested in the sport.
I would really highly encourage them to come out and give it a go. Just start getting into fitness, and then you'll find the more you do it, the more you'll end up being addicted to the sport.
Fijian professional boxer Winston Hill says there are also programs being set up for all our boxers to vie for a place in the upcoming Pacific Games.
We'll be conducting training programs for amateur boxers, getting contact sparring, and just giving valuable tips and advice to the fighters for the upcoming Fiji Games that will be held in April.
Lewis will be in the country for 10 days and will return by the end of March to launch a new boxing ring at the 9 Miles Police Response Unit in Makoi. Melita Vanga, FBC Sports.
Fiji Airways flying Fijian star and Olympic Games gold medalist Viliame Mata has committed his future to the Edinburgh Rugby Club after putting pen to paper for a contract extension. The Chiefs rugby side will miss the services of some key players against the Sunwolves this weekend. All Blacks Nepo Laulala, Nathan Harris and Anton Leonard-Brown will be rested for the clash on Saturday, while skipper Brodie Retallick will have his game time limited to half an hour. Despite a big win against the Chiefs, the Brumbies know there's still a long way to go in 2019. That's it from Sports Tonight. Angie joins you later on with weather and the new media. Take a look at the Samsung Galaxy S10 5G smartphone. That's right after the break.
मैं नवनीत नंद नंबुआ लुम्बुआ से जैसे प्रेनी नोट मशहूर है वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 भी सभी जगह मशहूर है। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
सीमा नकाशी से मैं रेडियो फीजी 2 पसंद करती हूँ सुनने के लिए। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
मैं हूँ अंकल किंग सिंगाटोका टाउन के टैक्सी ड्राइवर। जैसे रग्बी फेमस है वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 फेमस है।
रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
In new media, Samsung Galaxy's S10 5G is among the first 5G-ready smartphones to hit the market, and it packs a massive 6.7-inch screen. And it's weather time now with Angie.
Hello there and welcome to the Weather World. Such a lovely day with cool winds blowing by, but these winds are effects of tropical cyclone Polar as it passed by far to the east today and is moving well away from Fiji. But there still is a heavy rainfall warning for the Lau and Lomaiviti groups. A look in the west, quite mild scattered clouds and showers will be around. Eastwards from Peck Harbour to Suva, quite humid with heavy showers expected later tonight. And up north, quite cool with showers also expected, rainy time again. At sea, easterly winds 20 to 25 knots, very rough seas. For the tides, high tide at 1:55 a.m. with low tide at 7:52 a.m. Sunrise at 6:04. For tomorrow, I'm afraid showers will still roll in. Hopefully, you have your umbrellas ready. Tomorrow's temps, major centers will be cool at low 30s. And looking further on to Friday, well, there is more showers coming our way. Let's brace for that. And that's all from the FBC Weather World. Jackie.
Thanks so much for that, Angie. In Fijian Pulse tonight, we asked, how can the police force address the rising number of NCD deaths?
I think the police department should look more seriously into getting the officers trained so that they can prevent the NCD disease that's really affecting us.
I think they should change their diet and eat healthy food.
Should live and maintain a healthy lifestyle.
I think they should live a healthy lifestyle. I think they should sleep early at night so that they can stay fit the next day.
They should be actually managing the fitness level and at the same time eat right, which can be lots of fruits and vegetables, and lots of walking as well is mandatory.
Recapping the main stories for tonight, EFL to disconnect illegal electricity sellers. New Zealand Deputy PM promises improved relations, and FMPF searching for defunct companies in default. Now for these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. To our poll question segment, this week we're asking, do you think there should be more suicide prevention services available in the country? Visit our FBC website to answer. Before we go, our shot of the day sent in by Timothy Ngarnivalu. The common miner was introduced to Fiji in 1890 to control the pests in sugarcane farms, but over the years it's populated and spread throughout the country. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. That was the FBC News for tonight. From the team and I, good night.
Bula, nevang gomal kay leloma, ngongai nakas untuk makarong ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
Hoya ubasit sai lambasa, ya untuk talita na warong ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
Gua do tumeli ako na tao no hinga toka, talita kina na warong ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
Na vengo fani na tau niongo singa toka kita ndo tali taka na Bula FM number 2 na sere.
Bula FM number 2 na sere.